Hello students, in this video we shall learn about shadows and eclipses. And before that, let us know about when and how the shadow is formed. When light falls on any object, it reflects light. This reflection makes the object visible. When light strikes to any objects and diverges back, at the back of the object forms shadow as because light cannot penetrate the object and hence is reflected back after being stuck with the object. In this way, the shadow is formed. Before knowing about the shadow, let us know about the sources of light. So here comes luminous and non-luminous object. Certain things that produce light by their own, like sun, moon, fireflies, electric bulbs, etc., are known as luminous objects. And the ones that do not produce light by their own, like the wood, stone, leaves, etc., are said to be as the non-luminous bodies. Reflection of light is caused only when light is bounced back from a non-luminous body. Light travels in a straight line. It do not require any material medium for its propagation. It can even travel through vacuum. For example, when you switch on a torch, you may observe that a beam of light propagates in a straight path. Here comes some examples. Substances that allow the complete light to pass through them are called transparent substances. Example, glass and water. Whereas substances that allow less light to pass through them, such as thin paper, they are known as translucent substance. And substances like wood, stone do not allow the light through them are known as opaque substances. Next comes shadow. Whenever light is there, shadow will obviously form. They are just like pros and cons to each other. So, when light is blocked by any opaque object, a dark area called shadow forms behind the object. There are three characteristics of a shadow: a light source, an opaque object, and an opaque screen or surface where the shadow is to be formed. Next comes the position, shape, and size of a shadow. A shadow is always formed opposite to the source of light. This is the position. In a shape, the shape of a shadow depends on the angle in which light falls on it, or the shape of the part of the object that blocks the path of light. And the size of a shadow is long when the light source is placed along the length of an object, and is short when the light source is placed along the width of an object. And it decreases when the object is moved towards the screen and increases when the object is moved towards the light source. A shadow has two parts. An area of complete darkness at the center is umbra, whereas an area of partial darkness at the edges is known as penumbra. The umbra receives no light from the source, but the penumbra receives only some light from the source. At last comes the eclipses. An eclipse is formed when another body passes between the sun or the moon and the viewer. Here comes two types of eclipses. Solar eclipse means related to sun, whereas lunar eclipse means related to moon. A solar eclipse occurs when the moon comes in between the sun and the earth, and the moon casts its shadow on a part of the earth by blocking the light of the sun, so that an area on earth becomes dark and we cannot see the sun and so experience a solar eclipse. A solar eclipse can occur on a new moon day. When the sun is completely blocked by the moon, it is called a total solar eclipse. But when the sun and the moon are not exactly in line and the moon only partially blocks the sun, then occurs a partial solar eclipse. Lunar eclipse occurs when the earth comes between the sun and the moon. The moon passes behind the earth such that the earth blocks the sun rays from striking the moon. Hence, the shadow of the earth falls on the moon and we cannot see the dark area. And a lunar eclipse ends only on a new moon day. So the presentation ends here, and I hope the chapter Shadows and Eclipses is quite clear to you. Thank you.